Hey guys, welcome to the Cow Emporium. I'm standing in front of my favorite Bale truck. And that Bale on there, I can't even take it off right now. I'm gonna let Glenn explain why.
We got this truck in around 2008 and we put a clutch pump kit in it to run the hydraulics. And somewhere along the lines, the company that put the clutch pump kit in sent us a receipt, but there wasn't a whole bunch of information about what kind of pump kit they put in there. So fast forward now to 2024 and we have a broken idler on it, and we spent a whole bunch of time trying to figure out what kind of clutch pump was in there. The company that done the work, they've since been bought out and changed and all the rest of it. So Annette and I looked through literally hundreds of diagrams for clutch pump kits for trucks and found one that we think is the right one, and the part was down in the States, so we ordered it and it came in, and we're going to open the box and we really hope it's the right part.
Glenn's being a little bit modest in the amount of time that we spent looking for this particular part for this truck. So it was an aftermarket hydraulic clutch pump kit that got put into the truck, and it didn't seem like a big deal at the time. If we'd had a detailed part receipt, it would have been super easy. So today is a Tuesday. It was a week ago yesterday that I was pulling out of the driveway. I had this Bale on, and I just stopped at the house and I was leaving to go dump it, and clunk, 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 and this tensioner broke in half and fell apart and fell right out of the truck onto the ground. Of course, I shut the truck off, and then we spent the rest of that day looking around Calgary, Alberta, to probably a dozen parts places, all over the place. They had good leads, so we chased those leads down, and of course, when we did find this part on what we hope, Glenn's about to open the box. So when we did find this part, it came from CW Mills in Kansas, and so we phoned down there, and they sent us the part right away. Of course, we live in the country and it's really hard to get deliveries, so we sent it to a place in town where we could wait, and so we've been waiting for a few days to get it, though from Kansas it came pretty fast. Okay, he's gonna open the box. We'll know right away whether we got the right part or not. So the thing is, this kit came from CW Mills, we're pretty sure. And we had to actually phone a dealer up here that installs Bale decks and trucks, different than the place that did it, because they suggested a different company to look up, because we were looking up Dewey's parts, and that wasn't right. Oh my gosh, it looks like the right part. Holy shoot. And so we chased down the Dewey's site. See, the problem was all the parts that we could get up here had where the belt goes and the part that hooks onto the hydraulic pump on the same side. Oh my gosh, we got the same part. Oh my goodness, it is time to celebrate.
Let's hope.
The reason why we had so much trouble finding this part up here is because only the company that put that kit in our truck makes these parts, which we didn't know. Because you can find all sorts of these tensioners online and at parts stores, but they just don't match up. So the problem we were having was getting the spring matched up with in line with where it needed to bolt onto the truck. That was one of the problems, besides having where the belt goes and then this part on opposite sides. Most of them had this flipped over, and that's not how this fits. Ooh, let's try it out, Glenn. Cautiously optimistic here. For a lot of reasons, we need this Bale truck. This is the Bale truck that just keeps giving us headaches. I'm not sure, but I think Glenn was just saying that this belt was going to be a bit of a dream to put on. If you're having a Tim Burton dream. Offered to help. One thing that we noticed when we were looking up the kits for this thing online to try and find our kit was that sometimes the hydraulic pump was included in with the belt that ran with everything else that runs on the main belt. But ours is not that way. So that is our main belt right there, and that this one here is the additional belt that runs this pump. And so that was one of the things that we could weed out pretty quickly as we went along, but we together spent about 12 hours online looking for this kit. And once Glenn talked to the other dealer that installed these into vehicles, it wasn't long before we found this kit that is in our truck. Okay, so you can see our new tensioner down there. It's got the shiny bolt, and Glenn just put this bolt on. It's tight. It's tighter than heck. So anyway, should be good.
See if it goes putt-putt.
Oh boy. Alright, first moment of truth, we're going to start it. That says that belt runs the entire time the engine is running. And, alright, spinning.
Yeah, we got the right part. It's working. I'm happy. It's quitting time. We're going to quit on a high note. So we'll take her out again tomorrow and do some more work with it. But everything seems to be right. So we'll go with that.
That's Glenn laying on the floor of the Bale truck with part of the dash open. So our next problem after the one we just fixed, actually, this is a reoccurring problem. Recently, the truck doesn't realize it's in park, so it won't start when you go to turn the ignition key. And so our other truck happens to be in the shop right now because it has something wrong with the gear shifter, and it's currently getting fixed. So the mechanic suggested a couple of things for Glenn to look at here, because honestly, who wants to be on their back looking under here to see what's wrong with the gear shifter? It's been sloppy for a little while, but now it's a problem. There's a screw under the dash that Glenn found is missing or needs replaced.
They're just loose.
Loose. And it uses a Torx head. So these are Torx head. And he is just trying to find which one he needs. So he's going to put one in and then tighten up or replace the one beside it. Always something. Oh, that's okay.
Torx head. So I'm going to put some Loctite on it and then put it back in. No biggie.
The blue Loctite.
Blue Loctite.
Blue Loctite's the only one you want to use. What's the other color?
I guess if you put the red on, it doesn't come out so good.
Red. Red, you're dead. Can't get it apart if you need to. Well, that was awesome. If all the fixes on the Bale truck were just that easy. Well, guys, we're going to call that a wrap on this video for the Bale truck. And hopefully we don't have to share too many more of these with this old girl. Take care. Bye for now.